Reverse coloring books. Here's what we've got. So we've typed in reverse coloring books, and you can see how else people are searching for adults, for kids, mini, teens, beginners, etc. So let's just go and see what we've got. And here's what's coming up. So you can see the prices for these top ones. I love this. It says official, but it's doing something because they have 5,000 reviews, $13.49, and they're priced a little bit higher than others. Scrolling down in the $8.99. So I'm selling a dot-to-dot book at $8.99, black and white here. And so what I want to do is be able to compare, is it worth it to make the switch or just take on? Essentially, I say switch, but it's me giving up my time making dot-to-dot books to switch and make reverse coloring books. I think it would be fun. Like, I had an idea for it, but I want to see if the money is going to be equivalent, because at $8.99 on standard, let me come over here. So I'm on KDP, printing costs royalty calculator. It's a good place for you to be able to track and see what you've got. So I'm still going to stay paperback, but let's take a look at what it's currently costing me. I have black and white interior with white paper. Inches, I'm doing 8.5 by 11. I had 107 pages, and I listed it at $8.99. And when I look down here, $8.99, 60% royalty, minimum list price, all thing, printing cost, $284. It's costing $284 per book. And then what I'm getting is an estimated $255 per book on an $8.99 list price. This is for the dot-to-dot books on 8.5 by 11 standard black and white interior. Now, if I switch and I want to do something in the reverse coloring books, that means I need to be able to print color, because it's essentially going to look like this. Let's just click on one of these to see if we can see an inside preview. But we need color. There's going to be color on the pages, which means we need to print into color. So how much more is it going to cost? So I'm going to leave all the sizing, even the page count, everything else the same, but I'm just going to change interior to standard color, which is slightly faded compared to premium color. Okay, and first we've got an error message. List price must be higher. So I had it at $8.99 was my list price. So first of all, I can't even sell the reverse coloring book at the same price that I'm selling the dot-to-dot book. So that's important to understand. So what did we see over here? Where's some average prices? This is $11.97. $12.99, $11.99, $13, $8.99, $10.99. Oh, there was one for $21. Did you see that? $16, $19, $11. So let's just say we go for, let's just pick $12.99. That kind of feels like in the range without adding all these up and looking at averages. We're just estimating. So I'm going to have to sell it for $4 more as an example. And even selling for $4 more per book, because the printing costs is doubling, my estimated royalties are still less. So $230. So let's see what it's actually going to take list price for me to get to an equivalent as the dot-to-dot books. All right, 14 is a little bit higher. So let's say 13. All right, so right in this estimated range. That's pretty close. So we can even bump it. I'm trying to get down to the 255 right here. So this is pretty close. This is 261. So it's going to take a list price of $13.50. So almost $5 more than what I'm selling the dot-to-dot books. I'm going to have to sell these reverse coloring books at a $5 increase in price in order to just make the same amount in royalties as what I'm making with the black and white. Now, let's say you want to do premium. What's it going to do there? Oh, okay. Premium is going to cost even more. So you've got to up the price. Personally, without even doing any more research on this, I would not print this in premium, because people are going to be marking on it, whether it's adults or kids, they're going to be marking on it. And once they do it, they're likely, if they save it or they don't save it, it's not probably going to be worth it. $9.56, and it was $5 something before. So it's almost doubling the price to go to premium. And look, you're not going to get any kind of profit for this. So one of the things that I'm seeing here is that using a calculator like this to help to estimate your costs for going into something, if you're switching the type of book that you want to create, what's it going to cost you to create this book? This is an important place to be able to estimate and calculate if it's worth it. That's kind of what I'm saying here. Is it worth it? So do you want to do it? There's a driving motivator. Yes. Is there a market for it? Which we'll look at later. But right now we're just looking at comparable costs. If I switch giving up one thing and have to trade my time to do something else, is it going to be worth it? So it's definitely not worth it at premium. It could be worth it at standard, but I've got to find a price that's going to be able to sell and sell effectively. Like the market can handle that price. The market's going to want that price, and that it's going to be a reasonable royalty fee. So that's something else that we're going to investigate in the next video, is taking a look and seeing what is actually selling in reverse coloring books and where the idea could land. I have an idea for what I think I would like the topic to be, but once again, we've got to find a topic that fits what people are actually searching for. So if reverse coloring books are selling, then let's find the niche topic inside there so that I could start creating those designs to hit the market right where they want that type of a book. So, but also mark this, you want to bookmark this page so that you can come back here and you can have access to printing costs without having to upload your file and go through a couple of steps to be able to see where you're at. This is an awesome tool to be able to calculate how much it's going to cost you to create your book, so you know kind of the direction you want to head. Of course, you can also adjust sizing. I just like these larger books for coloring books and dot to dots. I like to have that space on the paper, and kids like to be able to tear out the paper and have that whole sheet of paper to hold on to. So that's why I do letter size in there. All right. In the next video, we'll take a look and we'll do some research on the reverse coloring books and see what potential there is in the market.